let's try this from here.
Okay.
Okay. Beats an AA meeting, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, did you want something?
Just making polite conversation.
Basically, Tragedy Club is about a suicide prevention group that eventually kind of turns into a cult. I mean, it's kind of dark. But it's going to be good. We've got an amazing cast and crew, and Chris is directing it, and so.
Chris, you can leave.
Oh,
Okay,
this
I have
looks
to ask you
great.
some questions about the shoot order that you.
Oh, this is fantastic. Hey, how's it going?
And I need to know if you wanted to get us to get those extra.
Yeah,
props and
just do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need to do, okay?
Is a bullhorn really necessary? We're in a small room.
Duh, of course it's Tragedy Club. It's about power, it's about love, it's about life, it's about death. It's about everything, really. And you know what? When all is said and done, and I'm holding my Academy Award for taking this low budget feature into new, great lengths, well, my buddy, you'll have an award-winning documentary on your hands.
Tony, I'm sorry to keep calling you. This is like
she
a
can
big
sleep through anything,
message,
all right?
but your call time was an hour and a half ago, so we really need you on set. He's basically in every shot that we're going to be doing today.
He'll be here, all
Just have
right?
to work around it.
Look.
It'll be okay.
In the words of the great Fred Durst, just gotta have faith, all right? Leaf, hey, look at this wall. What does that look like to you?
It looks blank.
Yeah, it looks like crap. Why don't you go find us, like, hey, what about the 12-step sign? Why don't you, like the Alcohol Anonymous thing? Is that what it's called, the 12-step sign?
Not sure where you go about finding one of those. I guess I'm gonna try a thrift store. I don't know. Make one. It hasn't turned out the way I thought it would.
I'm just trying, you know.
I don't need people on set who are going to be touching my stuff who don't know what they're doing, wandering around like a chicken with their head cut off. Okay, this guy Darren, I don't know who he is. I don't know what his deal is. Too many cooks in the kitchen, and this guy isn't even a cook.
Right. Are you ready for the first shot of the film?
All right.
Woo! All right.
Like, I love Chris. He's one of my best friends, but he can be kind of a control freak.
And action! All right, cut.
What
You kind of have this expression on your face.
Chris he's a good guy. His heart is totally in the right place. It's just he's he can be a little fussy.
Pretend this coffee maker is a woman you're in love with. All right.
I remember when we were kids, we were in high school. We wanted to build a house of cards, and he went on a nightmare tear. He wanted the house of cards to be so perfect, he hot glued them together. And then afterwards, we wanted to play cards.
Ready for the first shot of the movie?
We've been ready.
Oh, scene 32, take 13.
Hi, excuse me.
Right.
I'm looking for a AA 12-step sign, like
An AA sign.
like in Alcoholics Anonymous.
You know where you're at, right? This is a thrift store, not, people donate clothes or toys.
Signs. Could have a sign.
Signs.
Maybe.
So if someone would donate an AA sign, they would go out of their way to give it to a thrift store, right?
Just thought I'd ask.
Do you always ask stupid questions?
Remember your last day working as a barista? I think you told me, I will never make coffee for a douchebag ever again. Well, you're making coffee for a douchebag
It's
right
not
now.
a douchebag.
Dylan, where is this movie going?
It's getting made, right? We're making it right now.
You're making decaf right now. You're not making a film. We're not making my career. We're not making anything.
The middle sister. I know. That is really sad.
Hey, what's happening up, babies? I got kind of a weird reaction in there when I showed up late.
because, I wasn't late. I follow in the greats, the footsteps of the greats, I should say. Sinatra, Mary Kate Olsen, not Ashley, Bieber. I'm a method actor.
Action.
Sure beats that AA meeting, doesn't it?
Leather.
What? Who am I? I'm the script soup. I supervise the script. So I make sure people don't.
So why didn't Tony know his lines?
And about me, I don't know if you can tell about the boots. I'm a dominatrix on the side. Gotta pay the bills because this film doesn't pay me.
He knew his line. He just memorized the wrong lines. Is the problem?
So he didn't know his lines. He knew
Well, he didn't know
someone
his
else's
lines.
He took a lot of
And he wasn't
effort.
even aware of
to-
the lines, the other lines, the ones that he should at least know, for back and forth reasons.
Why wasn't this caught in rehearsal? Because
Well, technically, he didn't go to rehearsals.
why? Because
He had to do his play with the 5th graders.
It went really well, too. Thanks.
All right. So we're gonna play a game. Tony, memorize your lines as fast as you can.
What lines?
Yes, hello, Craigslist. I had an inquiry regarding the 12-step sign. Uh-huh. It's actually an Aerosmith poster. Oh.
Weren't you a child actor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I saw recently? TragicChildActor.com. Amazing.
What are you
Do you know that
doing?
80% of child actors end up with brain damage? Inability to process language.
That sucks for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain damage.
Will you stop it?
Brain damage. Child actors. Have you had any psychological tests?
I can't do this!
Leaf,
I found a sign.
you got the sign.
Found a sign on Craigslist.
The hell is this? This is in Spanish.
I think it's Swedish.
Whatever it is, this is crap. All right. You know what? I want a real 12-step sign. All right. I swear to God, if you do not get me a good sign, I am going to murder you. All right. I am going to rip out one of your teeth and I'm going to slit your throat with it. All right.
Next step we're going to do, make a list of all the persons that we harmed, if they're willing to make amends to us, that includes family members, anyone else.
Hi.
Can I help you? This is a private meeting.
It's a nice sign you got there.
Yeah, you and the camera have to get out of here. Yeah, this is private.
But I have alcoholism. I have a problem.
Well, next time at the meeting, we'll make a schedule and we can have you come in for that point. But we're gonna have you leave right now. There's everyone else around. Number 9, we're gonna have you guys make the man, have you guys come in, talk to us.
Excuse me. No, I'm not saying that word. Mm-hmm. However, I think you could probably put on a hula skirt and say this word, and if you say it in an accent, it'll definitely be awesome. Yeah.
Hey, Chris. I'm really sorry I'm late. I know that you were expecting me here hours ago, but I've been working on the sign and I have it. It's perfect. It's gonna set the tone. It's gonna be perfect for the scene. I promise. It'll be worth it.
See it.
What do you think? I mean, doesn't it just scream? Let go.
That's it. See this, guys? This right here is a good sign. All right, put that up on the wall.
All right.
Lee, where have you been? You know what, man? We've got a perfectly good sign already while you were out fooling around. Next time, maybe you could pay attention to truancy, and we would have actually had that in time. It's yours now, buddy. Action.
You've got a lot to live for. Trust me, I know this.
So you're an expert on me now.
I know you're interesting.
Oh yeah, just like you know that you're smooth and you know that you're gonna take me home and you know what? Dynamite is interesting. But we all know how that ends.
And cut!
How do you feel, man?
That was pretty awesome. One thing I'm thinking though.
We got about a minute and a half of usable footage, so basically the most unproductive day of my life.
Of course, we can't do that because then we have to reshoot everything that we filmed today.
No, trust me, like, if he's wearing that shirt, like, this green button up, it's gonna look way better.
No, I'm sick of trusting you because we were so far behind on schedule today. Like, we've only shot probably about, like, what, that amount of footage from 8 hours of filming, all right? You spent all day eating all of the food, like, wearing your stupid glasses, and now you're wanting to reshoot. That, Chris! Did you see their faces? Like, it was so uncomfortable. I felt like I'm gonna have to apologize to Chris. Like, it's unexcusable, really.
You know what? He's right. That's a wrap, everybody! First day of shooting. Uber success!
Went great. I got this sign, and they didn't need it. So, guess I'll just put it up in my apartment.